All right, so what's your name?
Mosa. Well,
Mosa.
my first name is Gabriela, but I go by Hermosa.
Hermosa.
Yeah, since the day that I was born.
How'd you get that nickname?
My mom and my dad said the day that I was born, they didn't know what else to say, porque hermosa, when they looked at me when I was a baby.
All right.
I said, what happened, Mom? Just kidding.
Tell me about your childhood growing up. How was it?
Before my mom left us with my stepdad, it was pretty good, you know. There was a lot of, my mom was an angry person because she was hurt a lot, you know, and she was by herself, a single mom, and she went through a lot of pain and stuff, you know. So I feel like she took a lot of that out on me when I was little, but it's okay. I don't blame her. I love her a lot.
Do you have any siblings?
I have a sister, a half sister. Her name's Cassandra, but I don't talk to her because of her mother, you know. But my brothers, they're all this one person I don't really consider my brother anymore. I don't really care too much about him. But my other two brothers, they passed away, gang related, you know.
They were gangbanging out here.
Yeah. And right before I was supposed to get out, the brother that I was close to the most, Chewy Jr., he got shot before I came out. So
how old was he?
He was 37, 36, 37.
He was still actively in the hood?
Yeah. But he was taking care of his son, and he was a really good single father and a good brother.
In this area that we're at right now, is there any neighborhoods like gangs and all that?
Yeah, this is Leave It right here where we're at.
Okay.
This is one of the most active, best, you know. It has its good and its bad, you know. Yeah. Nothing but respect, you know.
So, as we were saying, you were good up to when your mom left you with your stepdad. What happened? How come your mom left you with your stepdad?
She was trying to get a steady place for us to go with her, and it just started falling apart. Like, it was getting harder and harder for her to get us a place, you know. And then once she got it a little bit stable to where we could go with her, my stepdad was making it like impossible for her to get us back, like threatening the cops against her because she does what he did too, and like making it seem like whatever she tried to do, like he would try to get her in trouble. And my mom was young then, and she didn't really know like too much, so like in her head she's like, oh, you know, I don't want to get my kid taken away, they're gonna get my kid, like all this crazy, you know. Like, but little did she know, if she would have knew what she knew now, she could have called the cops on him and had us given to her. And you know,
why wasn't your stepdad trying to give you guys up, even though like you weren't his, right? Why wasn't he trying to let you guys go, or what was going on, or what?
I don't know if it's because of money or what,
was he getting like
and sexually molesting me and my brother and my cousin Shauna, and just a lot of things like that.
So he was abusing you guys, your brother too?
Yeah. I remember walking in on my half brother. He's my half brother. Yeah.
Okay.
We had the same mom but different dads. And I walked in one day when my stepdad choking my brother, and he couldn't breathe, and I tried to save my brother, and my stepdad just whacked me in the back. And before my brother got really mentally like from shit, you know, he was my brother, he was my protector, he was everything I looked up to, you know. But because of that sick his dad made us do, my brother just never was the same. He just not, it's not my brother no more.
So what ended up happening to your stepdad?
From what I know, he lives in Wisconsin.
So he never got brought to justice? Why? I don't know if there's a statute of limitation. But I know like in other states they're making it to where there is no statute of limitations. You could bring up those kind of cases even 30, 40, 50 years have gone by.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to bring up something?
I know that my brother went to prison for me. I believe that's what he went to prison for, because I remember hearing that the Browning unit was a Chomo unit at one point. I don't know. So I know my brother did like at least 7 years or something like that.
So your brother started doing things to you?
Yeah, because of my stepdad.
How did you end up getting caught up for that?
Because I was in CPS and like talking about these dreams that were happening to me, but they weren't dreams; they were real. And it slowly just started coming out on its own. And my CPS worker charged it, like the adults in my life at the time while I was in CPS, I had it handled. Like I didn't know what was going on because I was a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he got charged because of me, you know. I was just so fucked up that I was slowly like opening up about it. They were like, why is she this young opening up to this? What is she talking about?
Yeah.
And they looked into it and yeah.
How young were you when it started happening?
I was 3.
3 years old. And it was happening by your brother and your stepdad, or
yeah.
just your stepdad?
My brother and my stepdad. And to my cousin Shauna.
Okay. How old was she?
She was a year younger than me.
She was 2. Man, that's crazy.
And she came down from Wisconsin just to open up to me about that again. Telling me that it was for real and that it really did happen. She came all the way down from Wisconsin with her little boyfriend to tell me that.
I'm sorry. Why don't you try to pursue something against your stepdad?
I don't know where to start or what to do. I don't know. I have nobody emotionally to help me through it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen my mom since my dad passed away.
Are you talking about your real dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I miss my dad so much. My real dad. And I miss my kids, like, so bad. And I don't want to be on the streets. Like,
how many kids
I just don't know what to do. I don't know where my baby's dad moved to. I don't know where they're currently residing. And I want to get sober again, but I'm so in much pain that I can't. I don't want to do it on my own. I want to know that my baby's dad's going to be there for me again. Or somebody's going to be there for me. Somebody to help me see my kids. Or I'm not trying to take my kids. I just want to see them, you know. I know my baby's dad's not going to keep them away from me, but his parents probably had them move for the better, you know, because CPS kept with us. Because my aunt, my ex-favorite tia used to be my favorite aunt. She called CPS on me and lied about all kinds of these accusations that, you know, that I was crazy, that I had this parents, that I grew up in CPS all my life, and that I was mentally ill and unstable, and that she was worried about my baby's well-being. But none of that was true. I was actually sober at this time and happy, and my baby's dad was accepting my babies with me and everything, and we were just doing really good and co-parenting. Like, I wasn't even getting mad or going off on him anymore. I was just like taking a deep breath, literally, and like letting it go, and just giving him a kiss and letting him know that I loved him, and we were getting there. We were doing it. We were being parents, and we're doing so good. I remember it, like, we're doing so good. And then one day these people just came into our house, and to my mother-in-law's house, and just told me that, you know, I could either come out willingly or they're gonna help me come out. And I just remembered, like, I couldn't do anything, and it was like I never wanted to feel that feeling again. It's helpless. And I just remember my mother-in-law coming into the room telling me, Mosa, please don't do nothing in front of the girls. And my babies were right there next to me, and they were like, Mom, you know, Mom, what are you doing, Mom? Where are you going, Mom? And my 8-year-old is already wearing training bras, and I wasn't even there to witness it or help her do it. I want to do everything with my babies. I want to do everything with them. Like, this is not my life out here. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be a mother. I'm supposed to be a mom. I'm supposed to be unconditionally loving my kids like I'm supposed to. And I finally realized that that's what I wanted, and that I was grown enough to understand those I was old enough to understand that that's what I needed to do and proceed in life with my kids, and to let them know that I'm here, and that I love them, and that I'm not away because I want to be away from them, and that if I could be with them right now, I would be with their dad and them.
So what ended up happening? How'd you guys break up? Your
because those
father.
those people ended up coming into me in the house and escorting me out and everything. I went to a mental institutional place, and CPS was involved again, and they were like, you can't be living with them anymore until, you know, the case closes or whatever happens. And then because my baby's dad was going through probation, so that was the DV charges against each other with me and him,
Yeah.
from a long time, years ago already, which I believe he completed by now. So I could go back by now. You know, if I knew where they were at, I could go home, but I don't know where they're at, and I haven't had any contact with his cousin that usually is out here on the streets mobbing around too, you know, skateboarding and stuff. Like, I haven't seen his cousin, so I don't know what to do. My messenger got deactivated and closed. I can't get a hold of him on the messenger. I don't know.
Is there any programs out here that help you guys out?
There's a lot, but I'm not willing it when I don't know if I have support or somebody there for me emotionally.
You don't have any other family members other than your
I have my whole family's here in Tucson, Arizona, and in Mexico.
No one that you could reach out to?
They're just gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, well, I can't do nothing for you, you know. My Nana's a Jehovah's Witness. If you don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness, she doesn't really want nothing to do with you. She loves me. I know my Nana loves me, but ever since she got all caught up with that Jehovah's Witness stuff, she just doesn't. She thinks she knows the right way, so I let her be like that. You know, I'm not mad at her. My aunts, I'm not close to them except for my tia Becky, but not anymore either. Her, fuck her, straight up. She was always trying to hit on my baby's dad on his text messages. My baby's dad would show me the text messages that she would send him. And I remember the one that I remember the most is the one that she asked him, why does he love me?
If your baby's dad or any of your loved ones gets to see this interview, do you want to tell them anything?
That I love you so much. And to try to come find me if you really love me, and so that I could be there for the girls, and not to let them grow up to think that I'm mad at them, and don't tell them nothing that I'm not saying, and don't let your stepdad feed bad things to them because it's not true. I love them. I love all three of our babies. And I'm slowly dying out here without you guys. Literally. Like, I miss you, Andrew. I'm sorry for whatever I did, which I didn't do anything, but...
Alright, Mosa. Thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate it. If anybody wants to reach out to you, where can they find you? Do you have an email?
No.
Do you have a Cash App if anybody wants to donate to you?
No. I wish. I don't have anything anymore. I don't have nothing. All I have is my street family out here. And things get complicated sometimes, and they do sometimes, but in the end, and in the end, all we got is each other, and the street family is what we got. I love all you guys that I eat with and spend cold nights with, you know, and even the people that hate me and truly dislike me for whatever their reason is. I love you guys, and I love my family and my baby's dad the most. I love you, Mom.
Alright, Mosa, thank you.